Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is not a success, then Marvel can kiss goodbye to Phase 5 and 6. Marvel's over, MCU is over. Yes, it is true, no Guardian of the Galaxy member dies. Drax ends up taking care of the kids rescued from High Evolutionary Base. Gamora ends up with the Ravagers. Nebula ends up as new leader of Nowhere. Peter returns to Earth to reunite with his grandfather. Mantis ends up in a journey where she has to find out what she truly wants in life. High Evolutionary blows up Counter-Earth. Adam failed to save Aisha. This is the main reason why Adam switches to the Guardian side. In the beginning, he was on the High Evolutionary side. High Evolutionary is revealed to be the creator of the Sovereign, Aisha's species. High Evolutionary also responsible for taking Adam out of the cocoon early. Flashback sequence, High Evolutionary was planning to kill Rocket, Layla, Teefs and Floor because he had no intention to include them in his new perfect society. Rocket managed to escape the cell, opened the cell for Layla, but Layla was immediately killed by High Evolutionary. The guards later killed Teefs and Floor. Rocket jumped and shreds High Evolutionary's face. Guardians reunite at the bar on Nowhere and figure out what's next. They decide to go their separate ways. Peter decides to go back home to Earth to reunite with his grandpa. Mantis is going off on her own to finally figure out what she wants for herself. Nebula is staying behind to lead Nowhere. Drax is staying on Nowhere to watch over the former HE slaves. Gamora is back with the Ravagers, and Rocket and Groot will keep the Guardians team going. As they prepare to leave, Groot says, "I love you guys." In the mid-credits, Rocket and Groot's new Guardians are on a desert planet. The team consists of Rocket, Groot, Adam Warlock, Cosmo, Phyla Vel, and Kraglin. In the post-credit scene, Peter, aka Star-Lord, and his grandpa are having breakfast together, talking about their mowing the lawn. The final card is the legendary Star-Lord will return. New Guardians of the Galaxy team. This was a revelation in the first post-credit scene. Rocket as the leader, Groot, Kraglin, Adam, I'm guessing that's Adam Warlock, Phyla Vel, and Blurp, I'm guessing their new characters, are all in this new team. The second post-credit scene was between Peter and his grandfather. Okay, so he's gone back to Earth, he's gone back to his family roots. Kraglin has a vision where Yondu makes a brief cameo. That's cool. That's nice to see Yondu back for Volume 3. The ending text of the movie says, "The legendary Star-Lord will return." So, I think we're all aware that this film is centered around Rocket's backstory, and Adam Warlock. There seems to be a lot of things going on in this film, a lot of new characters. We've clearly established already that High Evolutionary, even from the trailer, but this just solidifies that, is the ultimate bad guy in this film. He sounds like he's not one of these Thanos types, which he's got a point to prove or he's got a purpose for what he's doing. He just wants to take over the world and, I guess, create this perfect society. So we're in for a typical bad guy. We're not in for one of these complex, high moral, purpose-driven bad guys. We're in for a proper stone cold bad guy here. Aisha sounds like a new character in the film, and Adam seems to be torn between the High Evolutionary, which he starts off with, obviously being on the bad guy side, but this seems to be the motivation for switching over to the Guardians of the Galaxy side, over to the good guys side. I do like that Star-Lord isn't killed off, doesn't die. I thought Drax was going to die, but it clearly doesn't. It's a bit I'm a bit unsure about what's happening with Gamora and Star-Lord, so I thought they would get together, but clearly they don't. Clearly they're too much has happened between them.